So welcome my class. Today's topic is parallel plate capacitor. So before that, what is capacitor? So capacitor is a device which is used to store the charge. Few students are getting confused with the capacitance and the capacitor. Capacitance is the ability of a conductor to hold the charge, but capacitor is a device which is used to store the charge. Let us see the activity. Suppose we have a metallic plate and simply with the help of a power supply we have given a positive charge on this metallic plate, and the proper insulation is here, and because of the proper insulation there is no connectivity except this power supply. And suppose you just detach this power supply, and so that charge should be remains on this metallic plate, but practically if you see after a while that charge get elapsed. That means the charge get environmentally discharged, or the proper insulation whatever you will provide. Because of the insulation, you know that any kind of insulation is not perfectly ideal. So because of either the environmental discharge or because of the insulation whatever we are using, that charge will be elapsed after a while. Right? So if we are using this kind of arrangement, that charge will not long last. Right? So how we can store this one on this particular conductor? So this arrangement is not suitable for the storage of the charge. Few students will say simple, sir, we have a conductor, simply just place we will put some charge on that and we will provide on a proper insulation. We will use the glass or some polythene, and that charge will be here, stays for forever unless we are getting some connectivity. But because of this environmental humidity or some channel will provide with the help of the moisture present in the environment, that charge will be get elapsed. Right? So we need a proper arrangement that will maintain this charge for a longer. So we are using the arrangement such that if we are putting the plate charge with the help of some power supply, and if we are bringing another identical plate in front of this charge plate. So what will happen? You know that because of this is the method of the electrification by induction. Right? So with the help of induction, because it is a positively charged, so there is a movement of the electrons from this side to this side, because the positive charge will attract the electrons. So this end of this identical metallic plate become negatively charged, and because of this movement, this become positive charge. Right now, so that side will become positively charged. Right now, and if you make this surface is ground, if you just touch this one with the ground, so this side of the charge will get elapsed. So this positive charge is get elapsed. Now this arrangement stays the charge for a longer time, because already this positive charge is here and this positive charge is holding this negative charge. So because of the electrostatic attraction, positive and negative, that charge will bond together and that will stays on these two conductors. Right? So here just see this first charge is here and here the negative charge, and because of this electrostatic attraction force between these two charges, charging plates, that charges will stays here for a longer time. Right? So this is the method of the parallel plate capacitor. Right? So this is I am simply giving why this kind of arrangement is used in the parallel plate capacitor. Why we are not placing a simple one conductor and putting the charge there, and that charge will be stays forever with the proper insulation. But it is practically not possible because of the environmental discharge. Simply that charge will be neutralized and discharge through the ground or through the insulation also, because none of any insulator is perfect. So this is the methodology of the parallel plate capacitor. So with the help of two metallic plates, we are making this kind of arrangement to store the charge. Now the parallel plate capacitor is this kind of arrangement is here. So just see here what are the factors which will affect the capacity of this parallel plate capacitor. So you see here the first factors affecting the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. So we are going to what are the factors, right? Which is that will affect the capacity of the parallel plate. So we are going to investigate what are the factors affecting the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor. So you know that the parallel plate capacitor made of the two metallic plates. One gets the power supply, the second is get the neutralize or the not neutralize. It is the earth or the simple. You just build up the potential difference across these two plates. Because earth is also have the zero potential as we are connecting with the higher potential that will create the potential difference. So you have to build up the potential difference across these two plates. So just see here, if we increase or decrease the area, so because of the increase and decrease of the area, it is direct relation of the capacitance. That means C is directly proportional to the plate surface area. Right? If you increase the area, that will the capacity of this capacitor will increase, and it's quite obvious. More the surface, and that is the more ability or to hold the charge. That is why C is directly closer to the A. Secondly, you see the separation of these two plates, because these two plates are having the equal and opposite charge, +2, and this one is the -2. Right? This one has the -2, and both the charges are electrostatically. This one is the plus, and this one is the minus. And then because these two charges are electrostatic attraction force is there, if you increase the separation, you know that automatically the force of attraction will decrease. Right? So there is an inverse relation. If you increase the separation between the plate, automatically the ability or the to hold the charge will decrease. So here the C is inversely proportional to the D. Clear? Here the inverse relation. Greater the value of the D, lesser the value of the capacity. Because the force of attraction, the holding ability will be decreased. That is why the capacity will be decreased. The third point is there, whether there is effect of the medium. So if you place any type of the medium in between these two plates, so of course because the force of attraction depends upon the medium, so there is a effect of the medium. So whenever you are combining these two, C is directly equal to A by D, and whenever we are using a constant, we are using the equal to sign epsilon naught A by D. Where epsilon naught is called the permittivity of the free space. I am giving you only the factors effect. I am not giving the derivation of the capacity of the parallel plate capacitor. Right? Simple the relation. So these are the relation. So here the epsilon naught A by D. This is the formula for the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor. We will also derive this formula with the help of electric field of the thin sheet. Already we have derived in our application of the Gauss law video. So you should go through that video where we have reduced the electric field to the thin sheet, right, with the help of Gauss law. So in the next video we will discuss about the derivation of the parallel capacity of the parallel plate capacitor. And we will again derive this formula. So it's simple, general the briefing. What are the factors, right? What are the factors which will affect the capacity of the capacitor? So here this is the generalization of the dependency upon the surface area of this plate and the separation between the plates. So these are the common factors which will affect this one. So in the next video we will discuss about the capacity of the parallel plate capacitor, and you should go through that video where I discuss about the electric field due to the thin sheet, because this time in this derivation we will use that result. Right now? So if you have any doubt in this video, you should mention in the comment section. Thank you.